everyone. It's Dasha Pipan here from Parents and Kids. We are live with you, and we are very excited to introduce a very special guest to you. Today with us is Anna Henson, the Associate Children's Director of First Presbyterian Church here in Jackson. And she's going to share with us how the church has been able to help families get through the quarantine in this strange time when the whole world switched their mode to digital. And Anna will share a couple of updates about the things to look forward to in the future. So please keep in mind this is a live video. That means you can ask questions online. If you want to go into the comments section on our Facebook page, please go ahead and ask those questions. So hopefully Anna can answer them. Please forgive any interactions, whether it's children or dogs that might pop in unexpectedly. Forgive any internet glitches, and let's just go ahead and have fun. So, hi, Anna. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hey, Dasha, thank you for having me. My name, like you said, is Anna Henson, and I have worked at First Pres for about the last 5.5 years in the children's department. And my family has been a member of First Pres since 1996. And so we've been there quite a while now, and I truly love the church. And I'm happy to talk about what all the church is doing during this weird and crazy time.
Perfect. Well, thank you for being with us. My first question to you is, what are some of the ways the church has been able to stay connected with the families during the quarantine?
Yeah, it's been so sad not to be able to visit with our kids and to teach our kids and to hug on and love on them. And so we've totally switched gears as with the rest of the world. And one of the things that we've been doing is something that we call Life Towards God Kids. And it is a daily devotional that we have been doing since, I think this is week about 9 or 10 on it. And we have been emailing them to church members or other people that have been asking, or you can find them on our social media pages. But we started off going through various emotions that children might be feeling and how we direct those emotions and line them up with God's word. And so, what does fear mean when we serve a God who is in control? And what does working hard look like at home, and different various things like that. And then we moved into the promises of God, and we talked about those and how they are sure and that God never forgets his promises. And then we took a little bit of a break and we did Easter week, which was a lot of fun, going through just Jesus's last week on earth before the crucifixion and resurrection. And then the past month or so, we have been going into the names of God and talking about not all, he has a whole bunch of names, but we've been talking about a bunch of his names and what that means and how we can direct our thoughts and emotions with that.
So, are you saying there was a devotional every day of the week?
Yes, Monday through Friday. And one of the very neat things that has been done is 56 different church members have written these devotionals. And so they come from people that have newborns all the way up to grandparents. Moms and dads have written them. And it's been neat to see so many people in the church body participate in this. And but yeah, Monday through Friday every week.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of work. That was my next question. Who was involved in making this happen? Because I can't imagine one person writing all of that. It's a lot of work. So,
yeah, well, that's been my favorite part, as I've been kind of organizing them, and it's just to hear how many yeses I have gotten from church members that are willing to do this, because I know their time is busy also. And so it's been neat to see that.
well, that's excellent. I wonder if you received any feedback from any of the parents about this large project.
Yeah, we have. I would say few people have done them every day, but think a bunch of our church members and non-members have been able to come in and do it most days, which has been good. And we've had non-church members ask to get on the email list so that it goes straight to their mailbox every day.
Well, that's excellent. That was actually something I wanted to ask you about. I understand that church members are getting all of these resources online on their, into their email inbox or on Facebook page. Are there any ways non-members can also benefit from these resources, and what are the way to access them?
Yes, so they are all listed on our website, which is fpcjackson.org. That is, it stands for First Presbyterian Church Jackson, but it's fpcjackson.org. And there's a search bar and you can search for that. Or they are on all of our social media pages. And so they're pretty easy to find. But the backlog of them, it's probably easiest to go to the website. And we are happy to put anybody that wants to be on the email list. You just have to let the church know that.
That's perfect. Well, I want to make sure that everybody gets that. So could you please repeat the website address so that everybody can, make notes if they need to?
Yeah, sure. It is www.fpcjackson.org.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I was also curious about the excellent VBS program that First Pres hosts every summer. Are there any updates about the VBS program you'd like to share with us today?
Yeah, we're very sad to say that we've just canceled this year's VBS. But go ahead and mark your calendars. We always do Vacation Bible School the first full week of June. And so it will be June 7th through the 11th of 2021. And we're going to stick with the same title and everything that's been planned for this year. And it is Jesus Seeks and Saves. And we would love all church members and non-members, anybody in the community, welcome to attend.
Okay. I was also hoping you could share with us about some of the plans for the children's ministry for the next couple of weeks or months. Do you have anything planned?
Yes, we are working ahead. It's a little bit hard because we don't know how long we'll be doing all of this from home.
That's right.
But we have a couple of fun things coming up. One of the just for fun things is this week we are doing a talent show for our children ages 3-year-old to 6th grade on our social media pages.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, it is just for fun to showcase all the different talents that God has given our children. And so they can shoot basketball or sing or hula hoop or whatever. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a musical talent. It can be whatever their talent is that you can get a short clip of. Next week, we'll be doing an art show. And the theme of that is summer. And again, doesn't have to be a piece of paper art. It can be any kind of art, sidewalk chalk, a figurine, anything clay, anything that they can come up with. And so this week is the talent show. Next week is an art show. Mm-hmm. And then we also have coming up, starting June 1st, we are switching our devotional series for the summer. Whereas we have been doing Life Towards God, and again, that's all accessible on the website, but we are moving towards Wise Up, and we are using a book by Marty Mikowski, and I don't know, I think there's a graphic, but I'll hold it up. And if anybody would like that book, the church is happy to provide it for you. Just let the church know, and you can leave a comment on here or just let us know on the Facebook pages. But we are going to slowly be working through. We're going to take it's divided into 12 weeks. And so we are encouraging families to do this at home. We believe family devotionals are very important. And so we're going to be working through this book. And it's fun. It's got activities, lessons, music. We're going to be making it interactive on our social media pages. And we'll just be taking 1 week at a time, and that starts in 2 weeks. And so plenty of time for anybody that would like to join us.
Well, that sounds excellent. I'm glad you told us that. I was wondering, a lot of the things that you're doing, you are giving to children and letting them benefit from all of the labors of your love, of the church's love. Are there any ways that children can give back? Are there any ways that children can serve
Yes.
that you're encouraging them in doing?
Yes, and there are so many ways, but it is hard, I think, to find ways for children to serve because so many places have age limits or things like that. And a
Mm-hmm.
few things that we're encouraging right now is something we're calling loving towards letters or loving with letters, I'm sorry. And
Okay.
this is a very easy way for children to sit down and write their neighbors, write their grandparents. I have been encouraging my own children to write church members. And so we pull out our church directory and we're just slowly, picking people maybe that sit around us typically at church, or maybe somebody that we've heard's been sick, and just writing them letters. And that is an easy thing for children to do. I encourage my own children to pray for the family as they're writing the letters, just to tie in that other. And then another thing, our church is doing a canned food drive for Mission Hurst. This is easy. Get the kids involved with Kroger click lists, picking out what canned goods they want to give. Maybe they can write their neighbors a letter and say, hey, my church is collecting, or First Presbyterian Church is collecting canned goods, and I would like to participate in that. If you have any canned goods, would you put some on my front porch? And involving the neighbors around you. And then you can take them to the church and with a no contact delivery and drop goods off. And once a week, we have two.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. You were breaking up a little bit on my end. I hope we're still good to go. As I have one last question for you, unless you'll want to add something to that.
I did forget to mention that we're doing some Sunday school lessons at home right now. They're called Lessons at Home, and we're sending them out once a week. And again, our church members automatically get them, but we are happy to send them to anybody. And that's another something that we are doing, is just one of the teachers in that age group is videoing a lesson.
Oh, that's great. Is there a way what's the best way to get on that mailing list or subscribe to that?
It's probably just, I guess you can comment on this Parents and Kids post, and we can do that. Or you can go to one of the First Pres social media pages and just ask us to contact you, and we can do that and get you on that list.
Okay, sounds good. I was wondering if you have time to answer one of our readers' questions.
Sure.
All right. Are there any helpful resources about parenting during COVID-19 that the church has available?
Yeah, so April 14th, I believe, Ed Hartman moderated a panel with some experts, one being counselors and psychologists, and I believe he called it Parenting During COVID. And that is accessible on our website. April 14th, I believe, was the date of that. But that's good and helpful way to just really talk through the emotions that our children are facing and thinking. And it gives resources as well. So I would start there.
Okay. Well, that sounds really helpful. All right. Anna, is there anything else we forgot to cover? Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I think that pretty much sums up everything that the children's department has been doing. We love anything that we do. We love to share with everybody, and so we would love for anybody to join us. Our normal church services are live streamed each week, and they're live streamed at 8:30, 11, and 6 on Sundays. And that you can just go to the website and click the live stream button, and that's a good way to get plugged in. But we would love to have you.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for answering all of these excellent questions and for sharing all the great work the First Presbyterian Church has been doing. What a blessing to have you here with us today. And we hope you stay well and healthy, and hope to see you soon in real life.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.